to Tiffany Haddish's arrest to Monster Jam. I'm your host, Samantha Kemery.
And I'm Ruben Porras, and this is Rams TV.
On Wednesday, January 19th, President Biden said he expects Russia will invade Ukraine, but predicted Russian President Vladimir Putin does not want a full-blown war. Russia has reportedly stationed about 100,000 troops on its Ukraine border and sent troops to Belarus, which also shares a border with Ukraine. More attention should be paid to how we exit these conflicts, how we find a way for an independent Ukraine, says Vadim Hevil, who calls the Ukraine conflict a civil war turned into a proxy war. If there's a creative diplomacy, I think you could see a resolution of this crisis.
In national news, over-the-counter and in-pharmacy purchases of COVID-19 tests are now available at stores for $12. While these tests aren't 100% accurate, a negative test means you are most likely not contagious. Results should be available in only 30 minutes or under. Do your part, Rams, and get tested at a local testing site or purchase these at-home tests to keep everyone safe.
The Monster Jam returns, and it's celebrating their 30th anniversary this year. The Monster Jam will be back in El Paso in March of 2022. It will take place on the first weekend of March the 5th and the 6th. Backed by popular demand will also be the Monster Jam Pit Party, where fans can have a closer look at the massive trucks and will get to meet and take pictures with the crew and drives at the event. Pit passes will be available for $20. The event will be held at the UTEP Sun Bowl and will start at 7 p.m. on March 5th and 3 p.m. on March 6th. The pit party will also be open Saturday, March 5th from 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Tiffany Haddish was arrested on suspicion of DUI in Georgia early Friday morning. Haddish was arrested at about 4 a.m. for a suspected DUI and improper stopping on a roadway. Haddish then posted a bond and left the jail at about 6:30 a.m. Moving on, fashion icon Andre Leon Talley has died at the age of 73. Talley was an original fashion icon and succeeded exceedingly as a black man in a predominantly white person industry. In 2017, at an event at the Brooklyn Academy of Music, Talley described the challenges of promoting diversity on the covers of magazines.
HBE Student Council is collecting canned foods for local community programs. Drop off in the Commons or the D buildings Monday, January 24th till February 4th.
Well, that was this week's edition of the Rams TV, and I was your host, Ruben Porras.
And I'm Samantha Kemery.
And I will see you guys right now in the Sports Minute. Hello Rams, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Malice Sports Minute. I'm your host, Ruben Porras, and without further ado, let's get started. Our ladies soccer team defeated Coronado this past Tuesday 1-0, and our boys won 4-2. They will both be playing Eastwood today, so good luck, Rams. Next, we have some Hall of Fame news. This past Tuesday, MLB greats such as David Ortiz were finally elected into baseball's Hall of Fame. Others such as Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds did not, however, after 10 years of being eligible. Barry Bonds set the MLB home run record, and Roger Clemens set the Cy Young Award winner record. I personally do not think this is correct, as they are still some of the greatest MLB players to ever play. Next, we have a rundown of the crazy games that happened this past weekend in divisional playoffs. First, it was the Titans versus Bengals, and the Titans finally got King Henry back, but it did not matter, because Joe Shiesty for the Bengals threw for 300 yards despite being sacked for a total 9 times, which tied a playoff record. Rookie kicker Evan McPherson won the game with seconds left. Then, after that game, it was the Packers versus Niners, and Aaron Rodgers continues to not perform well against the Niners in the playoffs, as he is now 0-4. The Packers special team did not come up clutch, as they allowed a blocked field goal and a blocked punt, which resulted in a touchdown for the Niners. Bobby Gould ended up kicking the game-winning field goal. The Bucs and Rams game was a little bit of a disappointment, as the Rams went up 17 points early. But after all these years, you can never underestimate the GOAT, as he almost led the Bucs back to win as he scored a touchdown to tie it 27-27 in the fourth quarter. However, the connection between Stafford and Kupp is just too strong, as they got a big-time play that put them in field goal range to hit a walk-off field goal. And lastly, the best game that I have probably ever seen in my life was the Bills versus Chiefs. It was a back-and-forth game between Mahomes and Josh Allen, and inside of 2 minutes, there's a total of 25 points scored between the two teams. With only 13 seconds left on the clock, Mahomes led the Chiefs to a field goal that sent the game into overtime. The Chiefs stormed downfield and Kelsey scored the walk-off touchdown. Last weekend had to be the craziest games, and these AFC and NFC championships should be excellent as well. Well, that's the news for this week's edition of the Malice Sports Unit, and I'm Ruben Porras, and I hope you guys enjoy. Stay safe and take care, Ryan.
Hi, my name is Caesar. I've been on the Maui track team for the last 4 years, and I've been team captain for the last 3 years. My expectations is to go to state. Those are my high expectations. I believe in my team. My team is going to be me, Ian, Yamo, and right now I don't know who our last leg is going to be, but I'm going to try to make it to state. So one of my memorable moments was going to Midland. And it was a really fun experience. We ate, slept in a hotel, and it was pretty fun. For track, one of my personal goals is trying to break a 23:22 for the 200-meter dash. All right, thank you for having me.
What's up, guys? I'm your host, Ada Morales, for our new segment, Word of the Week. The word of the week is red flag. Red flag is a noun which means a warning sign that is given based on another person's actions or characteristics. Using red flag in a sentence would be, my girlfriend has too many guy best friends. That's a red flag. That was the word of the week, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey Team SISD family! As part of the layered safety plan and wellness protocols that are being followed at all campuses and facilities in the district to keep you, me, and all of us safe, please be sure to follow all guidelines, especially staying home when feeling sick so we can stop the spread. Please remember to stay home if you have any of the following symptoms: fever of 100 degrees or more, cough, shortness of breath, chills, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, nausea or vomiting, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, diarrhea, and or congestion or runny nose. Please only return to school when you have been fever-free for 24 hours without the use of fever-reducing medication, symptom-free for 24 hours, and evaluated by a doctor and cleared to safely return to campus. For additional information, please reference our as easy as 123 for school safety chart at sizd.net/back to school. Let's work together to keep our Socorro ISD family safe.